Did you have a good nap? Ooh, you're big.
Yes, you are.
Mommy's gonna need a forklift before too much longer.
Mom, are you Ethan?
Nona?
It's me, Chris. Can we come in?
Well, certainly. Wipe your feet. You're going to have to forgive the house. Somebody woke up really now.
Jeremy's giving you trouble again, huh?
Oh, he's not that much trouble.
Are you a little monkey?
It's good to see you, Mom.
Chris, you're not going to say hello to your mother? I do wish you weren't so sulky lately, dear. Well, come in. Pull some chairs and make yourself comfortable. Anyone wants some iced tea? I just brewed some. All right. Well, let me know if you change your minds. What brings you two by?
Chris and I were near the neighborhood, so I thought this might be a good time to drop by and get your story for that article.
Article?
You remember, one for Sunday edition? We talked about it.
Oh, for heaven's sakes. You were serious about that?
Mom, it's a great story. My editors got really excited about it.
I can't imagine anyone being interested in me.
You've had a remarkable experience. There are plenty of people who would like to hear about it.
Oh?
I really want you to tell your story, Mom. Chris does too. Don't you, Chris?
Yeah, whatever.
You promise.
All right. He'll be good if I sit next to him. Won't you little bundle?
Yes, you will.
I'm going to take this. It's more efficient than shorthand notes.
All right.
Why don't you start with the trip, Mom?
From the beginning?
Yes.
Let's see. This was 3 weeks ago come Thursday. I had been invited up to visit Michael. I did remember to tell you girls that Uncle Mike says hello, didn't I?
Yes, you did, Mom.
Anyways, Michael hadn't had a chance to meet Jeremy, so I asked if I could bring the baby along. Michael said that would be great. I wasn't sure how well Jeremy would travel, but he was just fine.
He was well-behaved?
A perfect gentleman. I realize I'm prejudiced, but Jeremy's an uncommonly good baby. Look, I've had staying longer. I've got this thing at school.
Well, hang around just a little while longer, and I'll give you a ride.
I don't mind walking.
Stay, Chris. Go on, Mom. What happened?
Michael had arranged a party for me because he was unable to come down the month before for my birthday. The sneak decorated the house, invited old friends. He even bought presents. Oh, I suppose I should explain the curse of Mike.
Sure, go ahead.
Every time Michael bought a birthday gift for either me, or mother, or dad, it was either something too atrocious to be seen outside the immediate family, or something we already owned. Well, this time Michael was excited because he was sure he'd broken the curse. He'd gone to the store all by himself and picked out a present to give to me for my birthday. But that wasn't actually for me. He felt he could void the curse by buying something for the baby. He pulled the box out from behind a chair and I unwrapped it.
What was it?
I have to admit, Michael's face was exquisite. It was a little antique bassinet, the kind with a carrying handle instead of wheels. It was gorgeous. Michael was beaming. He even suggested, as he was always tacky enough to do, that the bassinet had been expensive. I couldn't take it anymore. I told him I already knew just how expensive it was, because I'd seen almost one exactly like it in a local antique shop. You should have seen his jaw drop when I brought the bassinet from the car. Besides the trim on the hood, they were identical. The curse had struck again. We all laughed about it. Poor Michael. I told him I'd return it. It was a lovely gesture. And besides, I could use the spare to carry all of Jeremy's supplies. What a night.
But you didn't stay at Uncle Mike's house that night, did you?
I prefer the privacy of a hotel than staying with relatives. I had been in Cincinnati before, and I knew I could get a good rate at the Queen City Arms. I have to say, the hotel had gotten pretty run down since the last time I was there, but the neighborhood was alright, so I figured why not.
Do you remember what happened that night?
Certainly. I had gone. Uh-oh. Excuse me a moment. The master calls. What's the matter, sweetie? Are you still tired? You're not wet. Maybe you just need a pacifier. Will you get it for me, Chris?
I will, Mom. Where is it?
On the table.
Here you go.
Thank you. I guess that was it. Sorry for the interruption.
No problem. You were telling me about that night in Cincinnati?
Yes. I went to bed at about 11. Jeremy and I were both exhausted from party and travel. I put Jeremy in his bassinet and hoped that he would sleep until morning. Anyways, I guess it was around 4:15 that it happened. They told me it was 4:15.
Mom?
I'm sorry. I was just remembering.
Do I really have to be here?
You still pissed?
I've heard this story before.
Chris, please. Go on, Mom. What happened at about 4:15?
Well, as near as anyone could figure it, a fire started in the basement of the hotel. Combustibles down there or some such thing. Apparently the alarms weren't going off as well as they should. They didn't go off until the fire had gotten too big to contain without help.
Tell me about it.
I'll never forget the alarm going off. Not every room was close to an alarm bell, but my room was. It was a loud, clanging bell, and it scared me to death when it went off. There was smoke everywhere.
You were on the 3rd floor, weren't you?
I was.
What did you do then?
Well, what I didn't do was get dressed or any fool thing like that. I grabbed up Jeremy, and I headed out into the hall. I guess I should have felt to see if the door was hot.
You were disoriented, confused.
That I was. Besides, at that point I wasn't thinking much past getting myself and my baby out of that building. I ran into the hall. It was filling up quickly with smoke. I started for the stairs, but when I got toward the end of the hall, I passed the door that was closed. For some reason it occurred to me that someone who was running away from this mess wouldn't have closed their door behind them. Most of me was saying, screaming for me to run, but a small voice inside me said that maybe, just maybe, there's somebody in this room who hadn't been awakened. I tried the door, and it was locked.
So you pounded on the door.
I beat on the door, beat on it, and screamed that the hotel was on fire. After just a couple of seconds, a man in his underwear opened the door, saw what was going on, and ran for the stairs. I was right behind him. When I got down to the 2nd floor landing, I could barely hear the alarm bells from above, and didn't hear any coming from the 2nd floor. I still knew I needed to get my baby and me out of that building, but I couldn't take the chance that the people on the 2nd floor hadn't been awakened. I yelled at the man ahead of me to help me pound on doors, but he wouldn't stop. Then something else occurred to me. I screamed at him to take the bassinet, but he never even turned around. What's wrong with people?
I don't know, Mom.
I ran down the 2nd floor hallway, screaming and beating on doors. The smoke was even thicker on that floor. I felt like I was running out of good air. I was coughing and choking, and I knew I needed to get out of there fast.
So you ran back to the stairs, and you made it to the 1st floor.
The hall was as black as night with smoke. I collapsed to the floor. I felt like my throat was caked with soot and grime. There was just a little clear space between the floor and smoke above me. At the end of the hall, it was like seeing a light at the end of a tunnel. A light I knew I needed to get to if I wanted to survive.
And what did you do?
What?
What did you do then?
I'm sorry. It's difficult to relive it sometimes.
Come on, Mom. Try to remember.
I put the bassinet on the floor ahead of me. I put it there and pushed it ahead. I crawled like a snake and pushed Jeremy ahead of me. I'm sorry.
It's okay. You're doing fine.
The hall was so long. I couldn't be sure. Stop this! I felt like weights in my chest, like something was trying to stop me. Like I wouldn't be able
Would be able to what?
Stop this!
Chris!
But then I reached a point. A kind of realization. I was gonna live. I was gonna get out. My baby and I were gonna live. That's enough!
Chris? Sit down.
I crawled, and then suddenly, I was at the end of the hall. I felt hands on me, pulling, and the cold night air. Oh, it felt so wonderful, and I was alive. My baby and I were alive. Enough! That's enough! No more, Mom! No
Just a horrible, horrible accident. But you can't keep blaming yourself. You grabbed the wrong bassinet. It was 4 in the morning. There were alarms going off in smoke. It was just an accident. Mom. Mom, please, I love you. Nora's all grown up and married. But I still need you. I still need my mom. Please.
That's all right, Chris. That's all right. She seemed a little better today, a little closer. The doctors are right. We'll get her back someday. Someday soon. We just have to be patient.